Hey everyone, in this video, I'll show you a step-by-step beginner's guide to using the Webull app. Specifically, I'll show each page of the Webull app to get you familiar with the app's layout, and I'll show you the process of buying and selling a stock in the app. Now, before we get started, if you're interested, I have a link down below to get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 when you sign up using my Webull link down below. Now, with that said, let's get into it. So here, I'll transition over to my screen here. As you can see, I already pulled up the App Store and searched up the Webull app. And just to give a quick preview, yeah, of course, you can buy and sell crypto, invest in stocks, options, ETFs, all with zero commission, analyze and learn about your favorite companies, and so much more. Trade conveniently and interact with other community members, and a lot of great educational content. So once you download the app, go ahead and click open, and it'll take you to the app. And the default page I have right now is the Watchlist page. So as you can see, I've already created an example watch list for this video. Now on the top left, you'll see the 3 bars icon here. If you click that, that'll take you to all of your watch lists. And as you can see, I've created several watch lists here, each with a different theme. If you click on manage on the bottom left, you can manage all of your different watch lists and whether you want to view it or change the ordering. And if you click on it again, you can click on add list and you can create a new watch list with a new name and even change the currency. Now on the right below that, you'll see a phone icon with the arrows on the top right. That's just to be able to rotate it to be in a horizontal view. I won't do that here since it'll mess up the video here, but that's the idea there. Now, if you click on the gear icon right next to it, you'll get to see the quotes preference page. And this is where you're able to customize the layout of the different stocks you have, how you want to sort it, the name, the symbol. If you want to see a stock logo, the price display, the color scheme, if you want animations, and the refresh frequency. And if you click on edit watch list, you can edit the current watch list you're on to delete certain stocks and edit it there. And on the right, you can see this price here. We can sort by ascending or descending price. So a lot of great stuff here. Now I'll move on to the markets page. So by default, it goes to this United States page. And this is where we see the 3 main indices, the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. And what's cool here is that it'll highlight the corresponding index corresponding to the color. Right below that, we see the Ipo Center. And so what's great about Webull is that it gives users access to invest in companies that are about to IPO. So if you click on view all, get a more detailed view here, and you see the different offerings in the IPO Center. So for example, I'll click on the first one here. This just show the page layout here. So we'll see the timeline of this particular company's IPO process, the public filing, the offering, and the offering end date, and the date will be listed. Below that, we'll get some news because it's an IPO company. There's no news yet, but we can check out some of the comments here. That's another great thing about the Webull platform is the ability to have comments and like and get more discourse in there. Some analysis and the company details as well, press release, financials, and a profile. And in addition to the ones currently being offered, there's ones that are filed. So able to click on that and see other upcoming IPOs here, as well as some that are have been listed or expecting to list. So below that, we see the advances and declines distribution, just to see, overall how the distribution is between the laggards and the advancers here. Below that, we see the net inflows, in this case of the NASDAQ and the NYSE, color coded here for us. Below that, we see the top gainers section. So if you're interested in seeing what the top stocks or top gainers are for a particular time period, you're able to check around here. As you notice here, with the recent GameStop event, that is the top gainer over the past 52 weeks. Below that, we see a similar section for top losers. So if you're interested in, seeing some stocks that have been hit pretty hard, might be a good time to do some research on these companies and maybe take a position in them. Below that, we see the most active section. So by volume, by percent turnover, or percent range. Below that, we see some hot ETF section. So if you're interested in investing in ETFs, it's a great section to dive deep into and learn more about. And even breaks it by industry or commodity and such. Below that, we see the best performing industry section. Again, we have by time period here up to 3 months. And it's a great way to see how different industries perform over time, whether they're cyclical or secular, etc. Now, coming back up here, so we'll go to the Explore page, which is right to the left, and we'll see some common lists that they provided. So we get certain themes of stocks, oil and gas drilling, internet gaming, cloud and computing services, etc. So let's click on the cloud computing services. Gives us a nice short description of what we can expect in here, as well as the list of stocks they provided. In this case, revolving around cloud computing services. Great way to learn about new companies in particular industries you're interested in. Below that, we see a screener section. So if we click on View All, we're able to see, in this case, high dividend yield bank stocks and high market value US stocks. If we click on the dividend stocks, we're able to see certain stocks and their current dividend yield, for example, in this case. Underneath that, we see the calendar section. So if you're looking to maybe trade based off of an earnings call, you can check this earnings calendar here. For dividends, you can see when these companies will give out their dividend. And for stock splits, we're able to see the date that certain companies will give stock splits. Underneath that, we see the 52-week high-low period, and break this down to new highs or at near high, new lows or at near lows. Underneath that, we see the high dividend stocks section. So again, if you're looking for high dividend stocks to be able to put your money in and collect that dividend income each month, each quarter, etc. Great section to look into here. Underneath that, we see the earnings surprises section. So again, kind of tying it back to this earnings section up above, if you're looking to trade, into the earnings season, this is another great section here to dive deep and learn about which companies are having big beats in their earnings reports. So we'll switch gears to the crypto section here. So a great thing about Webull is that in addition to stocks and ETFs, they also allow you to trade crypto. So of course, they trade the big ones such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, but recently, as of the recording this video, they recently offer a Dogecoin as well. In addition, they have Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, Stellar Lumens, Zcash, and many other cryptos listed down here. So a great way to start investing in crypto as well as stocks. And now we'll get to the global section. So we see here a nice uh, visualization of the map of the world as well as the respective markets of these different countries. It's a great way to see not just in the U.S. but how our you know other markets are performing. Below that, we see a Forex section here. So if you're interested in trading Forex or just uh, interested in seeing some of the metrics here, it's a great section to look into as well. Underneath that, we see the hot futures section. So if you're interested in seeing how the futures markets are doing, another great section to look into. Now, I'll switch gears to this middle icon here, which is the Webull icon. Uh, in this case, it is the portfolio page. Now, this is my individual portfolio here. And starting at the top, we see total account value and the P&L and the market value and such of this particular account. Underneath that, we see my positions. So we're able to see, currently how all of my holdings here and how each of them are performing. And the cool thing that they have here is that you can slide this to the right and you're able to see not just market value and quantity and open P&L, but also the last slash average price, as well as the day's P&L here. So you can click on quick trade here. You're able to quickly trade a particular stock if you're interested in doing that. And going to the right here to the P&L section, we can see that for the past 5 days up to all or even a custom period, my P&L or profit and loss, as well as the percentage, and we can even change what index we want to compare to, such as S&P 500. Beneath that, we see the last, in this case, 1 week P&L components. So it's nice that it breaks it down by which specific part of my portfolio is gaining versus losing in this case. Beneath that, we see details of the last 1 week P&L. So it's a great way to see which of your stocks are gainers and which ones are maybe lagging a bit. Could be a good way to find opportunities to buy the dip. Beneath that, we see the P&L calendar. So we see per day for each month, how my portfolio is doing on a given day. It's a great visualization to see kind of over time how your portfolio is doing relative to the market. So next is the open order section. So again, if you're looking just to see what orders you have, we have an open order section. So in this case, I have 2 limit orders I placed that haven't gone through yet because the price hasn't been hit yet. And beneath that, we see the today's filled and cancel section with no matching orders. There's a transfer section for bank transfers such as ACH or wire, as well as a history section. So you're able to see your own records of your trading history. And there's a document section for trade confirmations, your account statement, and tax documents come tax season. Switching gears to the community section down here. So another great thing about Webull is that they have, comment sections. So you're able to get involved in some discourse and just share some trading ideas here. They even have an education column and some hot topics as well. If you go here to the competition section, so another great thing about Webull is that they have paper trading, and They have competitions revolving around paper trading. It's a great way to get hands-on experience with trading, and even if you don't have uh, money of your own to trade, you're able to start with paper trading, get familiar and more confident in uh, trading in general and investing, and with the Webull platform specifically. Next is the top news section. So to keep up with top news from various sources around the globe, that's a great resource there. And a 24/7 section to have those news broken down into a cool timeline sort of visualization. Next is the watch list section. So these are news relevant to the stocks in your watch list. So another great way to stay up to date with your favorite stocks. Next to that is the messages section. So we have help center and a promotion center, and as well as various messages that you get from the Webull team, orders assistant just to let you know if your order has been canceled or went through, some promotions and other messages as well. Now I'll take you through the process of buying and selling a stock. So let's say, for example, we want to buy some Apple stock. Uh, so what we do is we can type in Apple, and in this case, it's the fourth option. Another way to search for it, and the way I would typically search for stocks is by the ticker symbol, which in this case for Apple is AAPL. So if you click on that, it'll take you to Apple stock page. So starting from the top, we see the ticker symbol AAPL. Below that, Apple is in the NASDAQ. And on the right, we see a heart icon. That's just to say if you want to add it to a watch list. In this case, it's already in one of my watch lists. Then we see the current price and how it performed during the market day. On the right, we see the high, low, and the volume. If we click on the arrow icon here, we actually get more information about the stock. So, such as the open and close, the market cap, the dividend, the PE ratio, when the next earnings is, and so on. So, a lot of great info here. Below that, we see a little banner for a news article, in this case for Apple. And beneath that, we see the chart. Now, this is a great visualization to check the history of your particular stock. And if you click on the bottom portion of this graph, you're able to switch different metrics. So right now we're on the MACD, or convergence divergence metric here, the KDJ, the RSI, or relative strength index of the stock, ROC, and much more. But for if you're just starting out, I'd recommend keeping it to the volume section right here. It's a great, simple way to see how much volume is being traded throughout the day or throughout the months, etc. And of course, you can change the time period here. So right now we're in the 1 year chart. You can go to the 5 year chart or to the 1 day chart. And we can change the line type here, as well as some frequently used indicators. So we can hop over. Actually, we'll scroll down here to the order book. This is just a nice visualization of showing the inflows and outflows of the stock. Below that is the market by order section. Auction crossing, that's more advanced tool. Times and sales section, so we see over time how the volume is changing here. Order flow distribution, another in this case, pie chart showing the inflows and outflows, and below that, the large scale orders. So if we go back to the options section here, we see this nice visualization showing the options. So if you're interested in options trading, this is how you get to it, and this is how it looks here. And you can change the date of the expiration of the option that you're wanting to purchase. Now let's go over to the news section. So again, we see news in this case for Apple specifically. See some comments here. So these are by other users. So we get a stock prediction, so how bullish versus bearish other users are, as well as some comments here. Some analysis section. So this is based off of financial analysts. So this gives you a indication of how analysts are feeling about a particular stock. In this case, this is a buy rating majority. So analyst price targets, price cost distribution of the positions. Some analysis here for profited shares at market close and cost concentration. Support and resistance lines to see overall trends and if it's holding these respective lines, as well as short interest. Now, it's another great metric to look at, especially after the GameStop saga. And it shows over time the short interest. Now let's go over to the company section. So these are the financials, so total revenue, net income, and a profitability section showing EPS, return on equity, and a operation capability section, and a debt paying capability section. So a lot of great data visualizations here with charts. And if we go to the press releases section, you'll see the dividend section, when it gets paid out, how much, the recent stock split, if any, and press releases again. And if we go to the profile, we'll see a profile of the particular company. So if you're finding a new company that you haven't heard of, want to do a quick summary of what the company does, this is a great way to learn about that. And particular industries that the company is a part of, their key executives, and the breakdown of the shareholders. Now I'll go over the process of buying a stock in Webull. In the lower left of the screen, you see a blue trade button. We'll go ahead and click on that. But I'll have to switch back to this screen for a second, since it'll show my portfolio. So in the meantime, if you're interested in grabbing 2 free stocks with Webull, using my link down below, you get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 when you sign up using my link and deposit $100. So thank you for doing that. And let me switch back here. So after you click trade, this is what we'll see. We'll see Apple stock price and the chart up above. Below that, we see an order book, just showing the bid-ask spread, or how many people are putting buy orders versus sell orders. Below that, we see the options to place an order. So from top to bottom, we see side. So whether we want to make a buy or sell order, or make an order on the buy or sell side in this case. Underneath that, we see order type. And if we click on the arrow, it'll show us all the different order types. Limit, market, stop, stop limit, and trailing stop are the simple orders. And we see a list of group orders as well. I'd recommend sticking to limit orders, because as it says here, you're able to buy a security or a stock at a fixed price or lower than that. So you're able to have, in a way, better control of the particular price you're buying. If you buy at market, the price fluctuations um, may cause you to buy at a different price than what you wanted to. So I'd recommend sticking to limit orders. So do that. And for the limit price, it'll give you some uh, recommendations here. So, but let's just say we want to do $120 even, and quantity of shares we want to. Again, we get a nice list of recommendations here, but let's just go ahead and choose one for this demo. Below that, we see trading hours. So if I'm familiar with trading hours, if I click on this I, it'll have a nice explanation here. So regular hours means trading hours between 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And below that, we see the nice visualization here showing the regular trading hours with pre-market, pre-pended, and after hours appended. And extended hours means trading hours either before or after the regular trading hours, which includes pre-market from 4 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. and after hours from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So with that in mind, we can click on this down arrow here and select the trading hours. So whether we want only regular hours or including extended hours. I usually do include extended hours because there's some price fluctuation during pre and after market. So you're able to secure a price during those hours as well. And the time in force. So whether you want this order to be enforced during just the day, whether or when the order will be canceled after hours at 8 p.m. on the same day, or if you want it good till canceled, meaning if the order has not been filled, it will be canceled up to 60 natural days after the order is placed. I'll go ahead and select good till canceled in this case. And once we click buy, it'll ask us to confirm. And once we confirm, order will go through. So let me go ahead and do that. Again, I would show it, but it shows my account info. So fortunately, you can't do that. Meanwhile, if you're interested signing up, just use my link down below. You get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. Now, going back into the Webull app, some other options we see here next to the trade button are this $ button that shows our positions. In this case, we don't have any at the moment. This bell icon, so you're able to create price alerts. So if you're interested in following a stock, but not necessarily want to open a position yet, you can create a price alert. That way, you're able to get alerted right away as soon as your particular stock hits a certain price or has certain volume or something like that. Next to that, we see this chart toolbox. We're able to draw and add some layers and more options there for charting. So a lot of great charting tools in general. And we have some more options here as well. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks again for watching. Again, if you're interested in checking out Webull, use my link down below, sign up, and you'll deposit $100 and you'll get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 when you sign up using my link down below and deposit $100 into your account. Also, if you're interested in buying Bitcoin and earning interest on your crypto, you can get up to $250 in free crypto when you sign up using my BlockFi link down below in the description and make a deposit of $25 or more in crypto. So I hope you learned a lot from this video and got more familiar with the Webull app. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified when my videos get uploaded. Also, comment down below anything else you want to see and learn from this channel. And share this video with anyone interested in learning about personal finance, investing, entrepreneurship. And yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.